Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my Chelsea versus Derby County preview for the game which will be taking place later on today in the Carabao Cup 4th round or the last 16 of the Carabao Cup. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly I'm going to give you the team news concerning both sides, starting off with the Chelsea team news as Chelsea. Then I'll give you my lineup based on the team news, and then lastly I'm going to give you prediction along with Charlie Nicholas' score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So starting off with the Chelsea team news, and the first story concerns Eden Hazard, and that he is likely to miss the game through the back problem which I believe he sustained against Manchester United. I'm not entirely sure, but he did. Story concerning the Chelsea team is that Pedro is going to miss the game through illness, and Olivier Giroud is going to miss the game through a leg injury or a leg problem. The third and final story concerning the Chelsea team news, sorry for that pause, concerns Ethan Ampadu, and that is that he has returned to training but he is unlikely to feature. Now getting into the Derby County team news, the big story concerning them is that Mason Mount and Fikayo Tomori have been given permission to play against us by Chelsea, as it's Frank Lampard's first ever return to Stamford Bridge as a manager. So credit to Chelsea for doing that. Hopefully it doesn't bite us on the arse. The second story concerning the Derby County team is that Craig Bryson, George Evans, Joe Ledley, Marcus Olsen will be expected to miss the game through injury. All of them are lower body injuries. So yeah, that's all the team news. Now getting into my lineup, it is going to be a 4-3 with that deep line playmaker involved, and starting from in goal, I've gone with Cap. I don't believe that Maurizio Sarri is going to rotate. It will be interesting to see if Caballero does start or not, but I don't think that Maurizio Sarri is going to rotate because he doesn't rotate too much. In the back four, I've completely changed it. I've gone with Zappacosta at right back. I've gone with a centre back pairing of Gary Cahill and Andreas Christensen, with Emerson Palmieri at left back. In the midfield three, I've got with Cesc Fabregas in that deep line playmaker role, with Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley just ahead of him. Now, some people may argue that Mateo Kovacic should start in this game instead of Ross Barkley. I understand that, but for me, I think that Ross Barkley deserves to start, as he's been scoring goals, he's been helping the team out. Don't get me wrong, I love Mateo Kovacic, he's a world class player, but I just don't think that Maurizio Sarri will pick him. So I've gone with Ross Barkley. In the front three, I've gone with Victor Moses on the right hand side. I've gone with Hudson Odoi on the left hand side. Now I've gone with those two simply because Pedro is injured, and our only other first team winger is the only other first team winger that we have available is Willian, and if he gets injured, then who are we going to start on Sunday? We'll definitely have to rely on Eden Hazard getting fit and Pedro getting fit for the game against Crystal Palace on Sunday. So that's why I've gone with Victor Moses on the right hand side and Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left hand side. Now up top, I've gone with Alvaro Morata simply because he's playing better than Giroud and he's scoring goals, and he needs to build on this momentum he's gaining. So to recap my lineup, 4-3-3, deep line playmaker involved. In terms of the personnel, I've gone with Kepa in goal. I've gone with a back four of Zappacosta, Gary Cahill, Christensen, and Emerson Palmieri. I've gone with a midfield three of Fabregas in that deep line playmaker role, with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley just ahead of him. And in the front three, from right to left, I've gone with Victor Moses, Alvaro Morata, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now to end this preview, I'm going to give you my prediction, but I'm going to start off by giving you Charlie Nicholas's prediction for triangulation purposes. Charlie Nicholas has gone with a 2-0 Chelsea win, as he believes that Frank Lampard has some great youngsters at his disposal, like Mason Mount and Harry Wilson, but he believes that this will be the Chelsea will be a step too far for them, as in he means that Chelsea will be too much for those players. In terms of my score prediction, I've gone with the exact same score prediction. I do believe that it will be a hard test for Chelsea, as Lampard has implemented his ideas very quickly, and I do think that Chelsea will find a way eventually. But we'll just have to see. because, like I said, like I've literally just said, Frank Lampard has implemented his philosophy and what he's learned as a player into the team. In It's going to be interesting to see how his midfielders play later on today, because obviously Frank Lampard was a world class midfielder. Getting into the way Derby play, just as an extra bit of analysis, they do use a 4-3-3. So again, it will be interesting to see how the whole team plays and not just the midfield. It will be interesting to see how all the three midfielders in that 4-3-3 formation will link up together, because Frank Lampard must be teaching them what he learned as a player whenever he played in a 4-3-3, because that was his favorite formation. But yeah, it will be interesting. But yes, my prediction is a 2-0 Chelsea win. I think it will be an interesting game. It will be lovely to see what reception Frank Lampard gets on his return to Stamford Bridge. I will be cheering for him off camera, but I will be wishing him the best of luck. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully Derby don't beat us, but best of luck to Frank Lampard on his return. So yeah, that is the end of my preview. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all very soon for my team sheet reaction, which will be done in 5 hours, I think. We'll see. But yes, that is the end of my preview. I hope you all enjoyed it. Come on, you Blues, and peace. Get into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Come on, Chelsea.